brain is changeable. That's it. It can repair itself.
So old school medicine, you look like you're in a box. What we're trying to do is take it beyond there and actually help somebody's brain repair itself.
And then what it does is it creates an environment for the rest of the body to work in perfection. The reason I think both of us are absolutely essential is for a long, long time I worked by myself to look to see how the brain processed information. What I wasn't looking at was how much information actually got to your computer as the brain. And what I've discovered after working here for almost 6 years now, that Dr. Pendleton looks at all the 5 senses and balance and make sure that they make it to the brain, while I look to see what the brain is doing with the brand new information.
I work from the bottom up, and Dr. Mainz works from the top down. Bottom up is all of our senses. There's proprioception, there's sensation, there's balance, there's smell, there's taste, there's vision. All that stuff has to come in, be processed by your brain, and if it works correctly, we take it for granted. It works correctly, we don't even think about it. When it doesn't work correctly over time, that input changes the way the brain works. And I can work on that input, get that integrated. But if there's any type of emotional connection, which almost always there is, that's when Dr. Mainz comes in and he works on that emotional or the top-down support. So we work the whole thing bottom up, top down. That way we get the whole brain, the whole neuraxis, if you call that, the whole nervous system gets worked on. Nothing gets missed. All right, Brooke, here's what you're going to be doing here. You're going to hit launch. You are going to hit the A, and then you're going to see letters show up on the screen. Right side screen, right hand. Left side screen, left hand. Don't reach across. Say the letter as you touch it. This works on your sequencing, in your memory, and your hand-eye reaction time. So you hit that A to start things.
5FIRG.
There's always an emotional tie-in to traumatic brain injury, always. Most people say, well, you know what, you look great. Okay, what's wrong with you? Well, it's hard to describe what goes on inside somebody's head unless you have pictures of it, and that's what we do.
Yeah, they call TBIs the silent injury.
If I could find a way to equalize the imbalance in his cerebral spinal fluid, he'd be as right as rain.
Everybody says, you look fine. You are just depressed. And yeah, they're depressed because they're not getting answers. And we hear it all the time. Like, you guys gave me answers. I actually have a little bit of light in the tunnel because somebody finally explained to me what's going on.
The headaches, the balance was better. Just waking up to a clear mind, I would wake up and the world was different to me. It was beautiful. And before, I was stuck in a place where I wasn't sure I could crawl out of by myself.
Fear is one of the biggest issues we see, fear of not getting well, and fear of not allowing the people in our families and our extended families to know that there's something wrong here. Here's proof.
Everyone else takes the approach of being reactive. This is the first and only place that has taken a proactive approach to it.
I feel like I'm becoming normal. I miss being me. I was different a long time ago. When I was a teenager, I was totally different than now. I was happy.
I had a traumatic brain injury from a motorcycle motorcycle accident.
I found Southwest Brain basically through a rabbit hole of trying to figure out something to help him because we had basically hit a wall with conventional treatment options, and they told him surgery was his only option. And I searched everywhere I could on the internet to find something that would help improve his cognition, decrease his seizures, and it led me to finding this place, the Southwest Brain.
After the evaluation, when I was talking with Dr. Meintz, and I learned a little bit more about how he worked and what he was going to be able to do for my son, I realized, wow, I could really use this. Robel is on the autism spectrum and he has ADHD. Robel is working on his grades as well, and he's got almost straight A's.
I can look at the future and I'm honestly really happy. I feel happy. I feel like a totally different person right now. It's been a very good place for me to heal.
I suffered a pretty bad head injury about 30 years ago, but I had no idea it would have lasting effects. In just a short time with Dr. Pendleton, he's helped to restore my balance and my posture, my confidence. These guys get results.
This place makes me feel like I'm okay being me.
People are asking us, how can I be more like a kid again?
I want to be more like a teenager. I had fun being a teenager.
And that's where we fit in.
So it's definitely making an improvement in ways that we've never seen before, for sure.